All right, Maria, this is the social media dive where I take a look at your social media presence and then you can provide more context. I usually find some interesting things here. So, the first place, well, where are we right now? What is this? What
This
website is this?
is this is my card. This is like my little website that has all of my socials easily accessible.
Mm, okay, this
At
is like
least
a.
though the suggestion box and the TikTok don't do anything because I
Oh,
still
wait.
need to set up the suggestion box and the TikTok just doesn't go anywhere because I never made a TikTok, but I made it in anticipation.
Oh, did you at least claim your name out there?
I should do that. But I made this card right like around when like the TikTok ban was getting ready to go through.
Oh, that's right. So then you're like, well, I'm gonna table this. I'm gonna
Table this
table
idea
this
for now.
for
Temper
now
my expectations.
until they figure out what they're doing with TikTok. So there you guys go. I shared it in the chat. If you guys want to look at Maria's card, which has all the socials. I call it like a link tree. I don't know what else people or beacons. Some people call them beacons. It just has all the
Yep,
socials.
yep.
There you go. All right, and the first place we usually go to take a look at is the throne. Mm. And then we look at what the throne tells a lot about the streamer. So, for instance, you
I actually
enjoy.
see something I need to take off. I see something I need to take off there because I already went and bought it.
Oh, nice. So, you have a DoorDash gift card option. Are you addicted to DoorDash? Do you have a DoorDash?
I rarely ever actually use DoorDash, but I save them for specifically when I do like 12 or 24-hour streams when I do big stream events.
Oh, we're not.
I don't have any currently, but those are usually get put on there specifically so I can load it onto DoorDash and use them for like if I'm doing a 12-hour stream or something where I won't be able to get up and go get food.
Okay.
And then I work 10-hour work days at work, but I usually if anything comes from Throne, I try to keep it specifically associated with streaming. Just like I try to keep any like monetary gain we get from streaming in stream for like assets or games or something.
Okay, and then let's see here. You did say you're looking for a new microphone. It looks like you're looking at either a HyperX Quadcast RGB or an SM7B.
Those actually have two different purposes.
Well, wait, you want both of them?
Yes, for different purposes.
Okay, tell me what the different purposes are.
So the Shure is for myself. The Shure is to replace my current microphone that I'm using right now. To replace my condenser with a dynamic mic that's like incredibly high quality for optimal audio control. The Quadcast, that is for Nana actually, because Nana and I share a computer space. So like she's at work right now, otherwise you'd probably hear her in the background. And so once my roommate moves out, because I have somebody that may or may not be staying in my dining room currently they're not really a roommate. They're staying here temporarily until they can get their visa and leave the country, which they are working on. But once they move out, Nana's going to move her desk into the corner, and we have a curtain that we're going to separate to try to work on the audio stuff. But she chimes in a lot because, again, we're in the same stream space. So she chimes in a lot to what I say. And usually because of the audio settings I have with my OBS filters and whatnot, people can't hear her because I try to cut out all the background noise that I can. So the idea with the Quadcast is I'm going to get like an incredibly long like USB cable, USB extender, and have that microphone on her desk but connected to my computer so that if she chimes in, she doesn't have to like yell and I don't have to like yell back at her. She can just like unmute it and say something if she wants to chime into something.
And then
meanwhile, the Shure is for myself as like an actual mic upgrade.
I gotcha. And then meanwhile, it has to be RGB.
The RGB is just nice. It is literally my brand currently. I'm the RGB gamer girlfriend. Emphasis on the gay.
There you go. There we go. And then it looks like, oh, you're right. Assets are expensive. Assets and art are expensive. So you have small, medium, and large art capabilities. Has there been any do you have some
No,
commissions in the past that have worked out really
so
well?
somebody has contributed to the rebrand stream asset help, which actually helped me with getting my emotes commission. Helped me get my emotes commissioned as well as my cat is clawing on stuff, as well as my my starting soon, which still isn't done. It's probably not going to be done until our anniversary because the artist had a lot of stuff come up and lost a lot of progress when their computer fried. Very exciting, very cool. But yeah, somebody has actually donated and fulfilled the rebrand stream asset help once when I was first starting the rebrand. And so I put another one up because I vastly underestimated how much my model would cost. So I slapped another one up on there just, if somebody was feeling generous. I don't expect anything. With anything on Throne, I don't expect anything. But in terms of the art, I thought the art would be like a fun way to, VTubers are very part of like their brand and being able to grow is like being able to get art done and get it commissioned and share, which and it's a fun thing for the community as well. Then if I like manage to like scrounge up the doubloons required to get the commercial license, then I can make merchandise from it. So those are both the like ideas with like the art commission parts, but nobody has bought the art commission thing or contributed, which is perfectly fine. Again, these are mostly there for like the opportunity, but I never expect anything.
Okay. But
I don't have very much art for Maria currently, because finances are difficult. But we'll get there. We'll get more art as time goes on.
Yeah, it's always a overtime type of thing, and also within the VTuber communities, we also pass around good names at affordable prices and stuff. Okay, and then it looks like you enjoy your Stream Deck enough that you actually want to get the XL version.
I do. I like my Stream Deck, but I really want the like XL version so I can also use while I'm using it as for like toggles and stuff. I had as Yui, for just the fun of it, I had a bunch of like meme models. So like and each one of them would have their own toggles and expressions. And so all of those require buttons. And so I have pages and pages on my Stream Deck that I have to navigate. So if I could get a larger Stream Deck, it'll give me more options to organize with less navigation required. Oh, there's a cat on my face. Hello.
Yeah, Cybone just disappeared into your brain. Literally
it's fine. There's already a cat deeply rooted in there somewhere.
All right, and then you want an Elgato face cam? Is that for try different types of facial tracking?
It's not for face. It's not for face at all, actually. I might replace that with a different camera, but I want to do. I like to do stuff with my hands on stream, like nanoblock and Lego building or Pokemon card opening. Or right now, I actually have a figurine that legally I need to do a video to unbox it because if there's something broken on it, I can't get a refund if I don't have video evidence of me opening it. So I'm like, well, that means if I stream it, it is also a tax write-off now. But I need to get a new webcam because my current webcam is just absolute trash.
Unboxing streams, yeah.
And unboxing streams are fun. I actually plan to do. There's a new Pokemon set coming out called Journeys Together, and my work is gonna get some cards in. So I'm gonna try to scrounge together the doubloons to be able to buy like a booster box and some stuff so that I can open them on stream.
I gotcha. Why is this scrunchy? Like I'm
just simple little gifts, and I have long hair. Because I think the idea of being able to like, if somebody really wants to like treat the streamer but doesn't want to have to like pay an arm. Oh, I see something that's unavailable. I need to get rid of that. But sometimes people would rather like do a gift rather than like a gift sub because they don't want to pay Bezos.
Oh, true,
Um,
true, true.
so sometimes they'll like buy a little treat for the streamer because they, they want to give thanks to the streamer or like treat them a little bit. At the end of the day, I don't expect anything. I'm just happy people are there. But I wanted to put some like cheaper options up that people could like buy and treat the stream.
Okay. And then
I need to remove that pin because
the
it's
pin.
unavailable.
And then you have little shark pins. I'm noticing a pattern here. So if you have these pins and then your little game over thing, is that stuff, does that all go in bags or purses?
So I have like I have some Eda bags, which are like the pin bags that have like a little window that you can put your pins on.
Yeah.
And I also have a lanyard that I wear at work. And I like to customize them with pins.
That's what I was like. I was suspecting you had one of those bags, and I'm glad I was right. There we go. Game over is now to be continued, says Case Doctor. He's been up to something. Case Doctor's been very nefarious. Hey, what's going on? If it flies, it fries. What's going on? And then I see the shark aesthetic, so you want a shark mug as well as a what is this?
That is one that a community member actually recommended. the mug, and then that Switch dock carrier is just really cute.
Oh, it just you put your whole Switch setup in there and it just holds it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice little display thing.
And then is this food? This is all Pokemon based
food.
food.
It's a little snack box.
Wait, what's in this? Is that like ramen and candy? What is it?
Ramen, candy, crackers.
Yeah.
All stuff that I would buy if I went to like our local like large Asian market or a Daiso or something.
Wait, and then Pip! Extra Pip raid! Extra Pip!
Ooh.
How are you, Extra Pip? I am interviewing Maria Descent. How are you? How are you, Pip? How was your stream? What did you do? Let me shout you out. Let me shout you out the clip fashion. So you guys you're gonna see a clip of Extra Pip. But Frosty Tools has already called Extra Pip. What did Frosty Tools say?
Wait a second. Oh, not you. I'm like noticing something that happened. I'm like, excuse me.
Oh, the duck. Did the Case Duck do something nefarious? Did he?
They might have done something nefarious. Also, I'm removing 2 things from the throne really quick because I don't need them anymore. Either it's unavailable or the Pokemon game I actually bought recently, so I'm removing it.
Yes. Have you ever played?
I don't want somebody to accidentally buy it.
Nice. Have you ever played Final Fantasy 14?
Yes, I have finished Shadowbringer patch content. Actually,
nice.
when I moved and I wasn't able to stream, I filled my life with Final Fantasy 14 instead.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, actually, Extra Pip, his 3D VTuber is a Lalafell.
Yo, a Lala.
Yeah, he likes to hang out in the Miicoverse, but as well as Final Fantasy 14. He likes to go to the dances and the raves, and then he told me something about like some clubs that have some VIP rooms that I'm supposed to go experience sometime. I don't know if you know anything about that, but
I don't.
Yeah,
because I was severely invested in the story, and I was just grinding out the story.
Nice. I'm just a small guy. Yep. He's just short, so it's a good fit, says Grogden. But yes, if you guys haven't hung out with Extra Pip, you should. He does collaborative gaming on the weekends. He does like have you played yesterday I saw him playing Repo. Have you done Repo? Like that game's popping off.
I haven't. I really want to. I'm trying to arrange a repo collab right now, actually, and but I haven't even had a chance to buy it yet until I raided somebody who was playing repo, and they're like, "Oh, that's crazy! You should probably check your Steam before you go to bed." So now I have to play it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Pip yesterday had like 6 or 7 streamers in his repo game or something silly. There's a lot of fun people having a lot of fun time on repo. So yeah, repo was very fun. Yeah, I bought it. I just need to figure out a time when we can play it. But yeah, how was your stream, Pip? It looks like you were, what were you up to today? Did my shout out and it says last played Sunken Land? What the hell is Sunken Land? Had you heard of Sunken Land, Maria?
No, I'm not.
Ah,
I'm not familiar with that.
no idea what that is. But
I'm gonna look into it though. But
Tipo looks
that's
so hysterical. Yeah, it's a little. It's kind of like. It's got like Among Us slash Lethal Company vibes. Like they both had a baby.
that's kind of what I got. Like definitely like the comedic little character shaped guys, and then the chaos that comes with what's it called? Lethal Company.
Mm-hmm. Cragden says Repo's better than Skunkerland. Yeah. Especially when you have an awesome collab like that going on. We played
Oh, I
Sunken
can
Land
imagine.
with Rory's on Supervillain, survival game on islands, and Scuffed Repo's better easy. Yeah. But we'll have to play Repo in the future, Pip. We'll just have to figure out when we can make that happen. Yeah, we're interviewing Maria, so if you need to do your after stream care, Pip, go get yourself a bathroom break, go get yourself a snack, whatever. And thanks for bringing the comedian over. I appreciate you, extra Pip. Yeah, we're looking at Maria's throne. Oh, I see you are a Moist Critical fan because you have Goof Juice
Mm-hmm.
on your throne.
Goof Juice is so good. It's so tasty. I
You-
also have a gamer subs addiction, but that's beside the point.
Mm.
And a waifu cup addiction. That's also beside the point.
Wait. Do you have the Moist Waifu Cup and Goof Juice?
I do. I do.
That's the
I
that's the one and only waifu cup I have is Moist Critical's waifu cup.
how many waifu cups do you think I have?
I'm gonna say 6.
Higher.
What?
I've been. I will give you some context. I have been getting waifu cups off and on since they first came out.
Damn. So I'm gonna guess like at least a dozen.
Higher. Actually, I'll make it also a little easier. Double it and then higher.
Those cups are expensive.
They are. So my strat is I the reason why it's like so spotty of when I get them is because I actually drink the gamer stuff as well. Like I think that's like a great replacement for an actual energy drink because I mostly do it for the flavor because I don't think caffeine does anything for me. But like I think it's at least better than drinking like a soda or something because avoid the corn syrup.
Mhm.
So what I'll do is every so often they'll release a waifu cup, but then release it with where it's like, oh, if you buy a tub of gamer steps, you get the waifu cup for free.
Oh, nice. Okay, I should pay attention to that. You should tell them about the crystals or the crystal.
Oh, so if do not store your gamer subs in extreme temperatures and do not let it get any moisture in there because it crystallizes.
Oh wow.
So I have like a tub of blue, like the blue raspberry flavor, and it straight up looks like Walter White was cooking up something in my gamer subs.
the moves, damn. Yeah.
I think I have around 40 waifu cups.
40 waifu cups?
I'm thinking about selling some of them, but I actually sold a bunch of them for my first move when I moved to be with my partner. I sold a bunch of waifu cups and got like a good chunk of money for them. And I was like, okay, I'm done buying them. And then Nana's like, well, this one's really cute. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, I guess we can buy it if you want one. And that started the rabbit hole yet again. And
Nice.
I think I got myself down to like less than 10 cups after purging a ton of them. And then she just opened the floodgates.
Wait. So that means you like put it on eBay and actually made a profit selling?
Oh
Selling
yeah,
the past
either eBay or locally. I used to sell them to some friends who couldn't get access to it, or like there's a couple waifu cups that I put on eBay and got like around $100 for.
What the fuck?
So my starting soon screen, which I commissioned from a friend of mine, Ruby Cafe, that it's starting soon is like when they're like fully animated and stuff, those can be really expensive. So like I think their fee was normally like $400 for like a really like a fully animated starting soon that they draw and rig and everything. And they let me send them I had a Shy Lily shaker that's like worth around $200, and they really wanted it, so they let me send them the Shy Lily shaker for half of my payment.
Damn.
Which is not the first time I have traded them goods, because I just collect a lot of stuff. Like I'll be like, oh, that seems neat, and then I'll be like, I don't care about this anymore. And usually I at least have somewhat decent taste, so it just goes up in value. That same person, they're a really big Markiplier fan. And back in the day when Markiplier did their Tasteful Nude calendar, I bought one just on a whim. It was like $30. It was for charity, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good cause all around. And then I put it in a box and I never looked at it. X number of years later, it's worth like $400.
Damn.
So I made a down payment on one of my models using that as trade fodder.
Damn. Wait, did you buy any V cards when the VTuber cards dropped?
I did not buy any V cards.
This cat did.
Oh, I have a bunch of the stickers though. My Nana really likes the stickers, so whenever we needed to make the quota for free shipping, which I don't have a Gamer Subs code, but if you spend $50 and do the code free30 now, you get free shipping.
Nice.
So for future reference.
Yeah, like some of those Shy Lily cards are going for like $300-$400.
I can imagine. I kind of wish I bought them, but like I think the V cards are a newer development, like within this last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just dropped. This is the first edition. The trading card game, I was seeing a lot of videos suggesting that it's not a very good trading card game. It's pretty flawed.
It's for collectible at the end of the day. That's what
everybody knows. Everyone's like, no, this is merch, dude. Like,
but since like September happened, like I just have not had any free money floating around to be able to buy like extra stuff. So like that one and a bunch of like waifu cup drops, like we wanted the Amalie cup and some other ones, and we had to skip out on those entirely just because we couldn't justify spending the money for them.
Yep. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, I do have Goof Juice actually. It's pretty good. I would say my favorite so far flavor has been the black cherry. What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, Sakura Splash, or is that the sour cherry?
No, it was black cherry. I just don't remember who's like it came with the free samples that you can buy sometimes.
Oh, I'll have to see if I have a free sample of that one. I think I have a new flavor that I really like, but my favorite flavor for the longest time was Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000. And I really like mixing it with the blue raspberry flavor. So blue, and it just tastes really good. And then Goof Juice became my favorite flavor because it tastes really good. And I like mixing the Gamer Subs flavors. And I'll mix Goof Juice with the queso flavor, like the queso bombsicle, and if you mix those together, it tastes like Hawaiian Punch.
Damn.
And so that was my favorite for a bit, but I recently tried the Sakura Splash flavor, which is like the Silver Veil flavor, which I I don't really have any opinions about Silvervale, but the flavor, like a customer brought a customer I was talking with a lot about gamer stuff the other day because he recognized one of my cups. He brought in a tub for me to try, and I tried it, and I'm like, well, now I need to buy this because
Nice.
it is probably the best flavor I have tried from Gamer Subs in its entirety. Um,
Mhm.
Here's a random question for you on the topic of Gamer Subs.
Okay.
Have you ever tried carbonating Gamer Subs
Yes.
with
Yes.
just like a soda stream?
Actually, I bought a case of Liquid Death, which is just sparkling water, or
Oh,
the sparkling
ooh,
edition.
that's clever.
And so, like, pop open the cam, take a few swigs of just pure uh, sparkling water, and then make enough space because, yeah, you add it and it starts fizzing up immediately.
Yep, it
So,
fizzes up immediately. I think it's probably because of like the sodium that's in it or something. But it
mhm.
like you know like with soda, if you throw salt into to like a soda pop, it like immediately fizzes up.
Yeah, so that's what I do with the goof juice, and then you drink it and it's all fizzy and it's delicious. And I almost feel like with carbonation you almost metabolize it faster. Like that might
I
just be in
could
my
see
head.
that.
It might be in my head, but I feel like it just like I get cracked out way faster. uh
So it could be that. It also could be so like Nana. I reference my partner a lot. I
mhm.
apologize.
That's
We are
understandable.
tied around each other's fingers. So, but she and I understand this. She will drink like a monster, but it's not the energy that really wakes her up. It takes a while for the energy to kick in, or it takes a while for caffeine to hit her, and then it hits her like a truck. What's
Nope.
up? What's up, Nana? What's wrong? Speak of the devil, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the bite of the carbonation is what wakes her up initially.
Mm. Yeah, carbonated goof juice is pretty good. uh, let's see. Okay, and then let's see here. Also on the throne, you want a ghost neon light? What inspired this ghost?
The fun ghost rebrand. I think it would just be cute to put on the wall.
Hmm.
I was just looking for something that was ghost themed, and that was one of the only things that stood out. I was like, oh, I actually really like the aesthetic of that.
Nice, 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 nice. And then you do love kitties because you got Mr. Mew plushie.
Oh, I need to delete that one too. But it's Mr. Mew from The World Ends With You, which is my favorite game.
No, I don't think I've played the
Uh,
game.
it was originally DS. I will do that right now, Nana. Um, but yeah, it's a phenomenal game. It was a DS title originally. It's by Square Enix,
Mm.
and it's a very unique RPG that utilizes a dual screen mechanic. But they eventually released a Switch remake that was absolutely terrible, god awful. Um, which is so unfortunate because the game is fantastic. That being said, they eventually made a sequel that was that was absolutely like phenomenal, fantastic. And I absolutely love it. And I need to focus for like a hard second so I can transfer money. I apologize.
That's okay. I'm taking a look at this ring girl.
Oh yeah, the Sadako. I main Sadako in when I play Dead by Daylight.
Mm.
Can I look at the accounts and can I transfer money? And I'm going to transfer this into this account. And I'll transfer like. Yeah, best game. Highly recommend if you have a DS. And it's best to play on the DS. I went ahead and transferred that over, Nana, by the way.
Nice.
Um,
And then it looks like an RGB rug.
Yeah, it just looked cool, and we have not hardwood floor, but like the what's it called? It's vinyl flooring, and it gets really cold. So I thought like a little rug that was like on brand with the rebrand would be really cool because we have a lot of RGB in the house as it is.
Mm, okay. Hey, no need to apologize, Nana. All right. And then, of course, you have love for Nintendo and Pokemon. So there's Super Mario Party Jamboree. Were you a big Super Mario Party fan?
So I really like playing Mario Party with friends. I one of some of my favorite moments like on stream so far have been like actually playing Mario Party like Super Mario Party or Mario Party Superstars. With a few friends online, it's always madness. And I've heard nothing but good things about Jamboree, and I would like to play Jamboree at some point. Um, yeah, it's a good time.
Mm. And then,
It's funny. The one that they have on Throne is a PAL version, and not a US version. I just noticed that.
this is to feed your Pokemon card
Addiction,
addiction.
yes, exactly.
All of these boxes. How often do you do card openings on stream?
Whenever we could afford and get the hands on cards, I usually do it for like a new set. Like we did Prismatic Evolutions, we got like some ETBs and stuff together. And if I can get like enough cards together to justify like opening cards for like an hour or two, then we'll do it. Back before I was a VTuber, I was really big into like buying cards and I had the money available to just keep buying cards. So I did them at least once a month. Now it's a little too expensive to do that. But yeah, those are actually not cards. Those are manga. Those are like the Pokemon adventure series.
Actually, I've just remembered something. If Case Doctor is still here, once we're done, his gifted subs we will open 4 V card packs. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's something you could do where you don't have to like go like hardcore on opening every pack within the box, but you can do like sub goals incrementally, like, oh, we'll open 1 pack. But I suspect you're like, it's like the potato chip addiction, right? Like you can't just have one, right?
Yeah,
That's probably how it
exactly.
goes. But yes, we'll open 4 packs of V cards. So yeah, V cards are kind of cool because it's cool VTuber merch, and I love some of the greats. And Code Miko's in there, and we've actually gotten pretty lucky and gotten like 5 or 6 Code Miko cards. So
very nice, very nice.
they like Pringles, hell yeah, yeah. Mavox is hiding in your brain right now. All right, so that was your throne. So if anyone is feeling generous and would like to further support this VTuber, here's a link to Maria's throne.
Thank you.
All right. Next thing to check out on your socials is you did say you have a suggestion box?
Yeah, so if people have a suggestion for a gift, they can or like do you mean on the on
your card?
On card. So I still need to set it up, but it's like if they have like things they would like to see on stream or things that they would like to have added or changed. But I never got around to finishing setting it up. But it was basically just going to be like a Google Doc that was basically like a little survey of like, hey, is there stuff that you'd like to see different?
Yep. Okay. Well, let's go take a look at your YouTube. Let's go take a look at that. Now, let me get a copy of this link. And then I gotta move it to this other browser. So you have done some YouTube content. So let's look at your videos. Let's look at. So you're all. So you may. Oh wow, you have a farewell video. to Yui.
Mm-hmm. A little farewell lore video. Hard to believe we're in 2025 already, isn't it?
Wow.
It feels like it wasn't just this past year that's flown by, but the past 3 years. So I started this journey. It's this new path. Was it like I was a few minutes long, but
Yeah.
I was happy about the work that we put into it, and I wanted to give like a really nice send off for Yui.
Oh, okay. So this video is your last send off to Yui. And does it transition? Oh, it looks like it is starting to transition.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it or not.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to hear your comments. So I
Reports of
muted
several
it.
line courts are
Oh,
exciting.
okay. So the
cautious.
context of the video is like Yui is talking about herself, talking about like what her plans are going forward.
Not to
Mhm.
mention the
But when
community that we
when the
found
static
ourselves
kicks
in.
in,
All the lovely folks I've
there's radio interference,
on stream
and another VTuber is actually starting to talk.
Oh,
And say words. And it's somebody that's trying to reach Mako, the gang Mako that Maria is a part of. And so as she keeps talking, the interference gets worse, and the person that's trying to reach Mako gets more aggravated and concerned. And it's like starting to like overlap where it starts to like overlap Yui and Maria's stories a bit
Come on, Mom.
to act as like a transition from one to the other.
I need to know you're right in
Mm.
there. Can anybody hear me? Can I?
Oh, wow. Can anybody hear me? That is, you're right. They're starting to,
Tori, answer me if you're with.
the comms aren't great.
And that voice is another VTuber actually.
Oh, wow. That's cool. You had another VTuber guest voice that. That's cool.
Yeah, they did such a great job. Do you mind if I say their name?
Oh, sure. Go for it.
Their name is Humstorm. They are a slime VTuber, and they are absolutely lovely. I've actually had the honor of meeting them in person.
Oh, I just noticed like the video quality's getting worse. And Yui.
We have so many plans and changes coming our way. A big year and a new journey to make up for the last. And I just hope you're ready
Wow.
to join me on this path. Heck, once everything is said and done, I don't even feel like I'm the same Yui as when we started.
Once everything's said and done, I'm not
I
the
feel
same
like I've
Yui
grown into a
as when we
completely different
started.
person.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it's gonna transition into
Mako, answer me, damn it.
some of your favorite
Get
fan
out
art?
there right now.
Or some of your art?
Yes.
Court is heading towards the
This was some art I got commissioned right specifically for the end of Yui.
It really seems no matter where
Mm.
you try,
And I absolutely love how the pieces turned out.
it always slips out of my grasp in the end. I'm just
Um,
not strong
I don't want to interrupt any audio that you might be listening to.
Oh, that's okay.
But yeah, both of the main art pieces are done by the same individual. That piece that
anyone
popped
can
in, the
hear
one with
me,
the shatter effect,
please
that was actually done by a different friend of ours, but it was another remarkable art piece.
do.
But
Wait, and then you've also got like little fragments of other art?
Yep, it's a big collection of like a lot of the art I've gotten done with and for friends over my couple years as Yui.
But
Mm.
I
They're meant to be like fragments of her memory, spending time with these people before she shattered and returned to the rift.
Hey, come on. It's time to wake up. We've got a big day ahead of ourselves.
Time to
Don't
wake
want to
up.
be late. Right,
day.
Maria?
There's a big day ahead. And then we get the name drop for Maria.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
That's
there's a little lore video. It's a YouTube short.
Oh.
That is like a lore video for Maria specifically, and it's like less than a minute long.
Okay, let's go to the shorts. I'm assuming that's towards the latest.
Second latest, it's the little comic panel.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
The VTuber lore, Maria Destin's call to action.
Top tier design.
Yeah, the artist did amazing work with this. I loved working with them. They've done some art for me before. And then the music was made by a friend of mine that I know in person. And he does all of my like just chatting music. Yeah, I told him what I was doing. He just sent me a file of music. He's like, I think this will fit. Good old Mr. T. Also known as Radium Z. I don't think there's any dialogue in this. It's just all music.
That's cool. So it's
And then Nana did the little stinger at the end.
Alright, other thing we can look at is let's look at your most popular short. It's
That's
called.
probably the mailman.
Oh,
It's either
yeah, the mailman. That's right. 900.
I want him to just be a mailman and nothing more. I don't want to fuck my mailman.
What's wrong with fucking the mailman?
I don't want to fuck my mailman. I want him to just be a mailman and nothing more. I don't want to fuck my mailman.
that's all it was. That's
Wait,
all it was.
what?
So the context is we were doing
Yes.
Pokemon Smasher Pass.
Okay.
This was like a week into me streaming as Yui, and that was our friend Ruby Cafe. And we were talking about the Pokemon Pelipper, which in the Pokemon world is very like mailman adjacent. And you know, I passed on it.
Mhm.
And then it was just like I don't want to the mailman.
That
It's as
is-
simple as that.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
These shorts were done by a friend of mine at the time who offered to do a little bit of video editing for free for me at the start of streaming. But I do not keep up with it because I can't find the my VTube studio crashed again. It's been
Yep.
crashing a lot today. But they have since then moved on to other things, and I just never find the time of the day to do any video editing. So sometimes I'll like export a short,
Mhm.
but that's really about it. But like I would love to like put some like dialogue or something on the screen, even if it's just like a quick little short export like that. Just something to like make it a little more engaging.
Yeah, their Twitch made it pretty easy to take a clip. If somebody clipped something, they made it pretty
And then,
easy
like-
to export it directly to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So
Yeah,
check-
and then they also like give like a format, like you can see with the Tears of the Kingdom and the couple Doom clips where like they even let you doctor it.
yeah, which clip has the most views?
Oh, Silent Hill is what they're asking. I'll have to, because none of them are on YouTube.
All right, your oldest YouTube short is "Stop with the Pigeons."
Yes,
Dang.
that was a clip from debut actually, because people kept using tits
Stop.
to throw a bunch of
With-
pigeons at me,
The pigeons.
and that was like that was during my debut
Stop it.
when I was like overheated and like dying
You
because of
stop.
how hot it was inside, and
You
I was
stop
still
right now.
overworked because of
Stop.
trying to keep up with chat, and then I was being bullied,
Dang.
and I'm just like, stop.
You sound out of
with
breath
the
legitly. Legitly. That's hilarious. Wow, so you're right. 2 years ago you debuted as Valkyrie. Very cool. Alright. Alright everyone, if you want to support the YouTube channel, here's a link to Maria's YouTube. I'm gonna go hit. You guys are watching this live. I'm gonna hit the subscribe button right here, right
Oh,
now.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. If there's any new content, I'll be notified. Nice.
I need to I need to try doing new content. That is
Mm,
the goal. That is the goal for 2025.
nice. And then let's take a look at the blue sky. So let me. Hey, thank you for the follow, Nana. Even the shortest ninjas can pack a punch, says Frosty Tools for Nana, since Shorty is in your name. Okay. Let's take a look at your blue sky. How are you enjoying blue sky, by the way?
I like the interactions you can get on it because I feel like Blue Sky is definitely more like creator to creator interaction because most of the people that moved over there were people that wanted to like, protect their art, not like feed it into the Elon AI scanning that was like a big scare factor for a bit. And I noticed that like I usually get like a little more like direct engagement, but I also like just being able to like if I scroll on Blue Sky, I'll almost always like see like the people I actually follow or content I'm actually interested in, not just like waves of like political mass or just like random ads being shoved down my throat every 2
Mhm.
tweets.
Twitter is you. Yeah, Twitter's been pretty bad recently. I was yesterday or like earlier in the week, I was saying that Twitter was getting better, and I was thinking that's because Elon's like AFK, literally screwing with other stuff. But then I saw an ad. After we do this segment, I can even show you an ad that came up on my feed that I was like, "What the fuck, Twitter? Like seriously?" So it looks like you played Pokemon. It looks like you played. Wait, you have Mario Days?
I was playing Mario Sunshine for our Throwback Thursday for our retro days, and I didn't get to play anything on Mario Day. Also, my name being Maria, it's very easy to cross the names over by accident.
Oh, nice, nice, very cool. Man, a lot of Pokemon. Wait, who? Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon is Shiny Mega Gardevoir, which I have an emote of from my very first days of streaming when I was a flesh tuber. Which we didn't even get into that concept of the lore before, but I actually streamed before being a VTuber as well. Well, we got a little bit into it, but here, let me see if I can find the Gardevoir emote. Here it is. Someone already beat me to it. Also, Nana, I sent you a message, by the way, just so you know, since you're here.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, we do a lot of Pokemon, and we were also doing a lot of Monster Hunter recently because, I mean, that is very true. A lot of people like Gardevoir for certain looks, but I just really Gardevoir has been my favorite Pokemon since I was little. Because I played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team where like you actually had to save a Gardevoir in the main story. But then I am that person that like, oh, my favorite Pokemon has been looted to the moon and back. My favorite Animal Crossing character has been looted to the moon and back. My favorite Storytime animator has been looted to the moon and back.
Owns my ass and my entire ass. Interesting. I think this art kind of like speaks to how you're melting that one time in your apartment.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Very chaotic. That was done by my friend Io.
Oh wow!
She was like, "You don't have a reactive yet, do you?" And I was like, "No." And she was, Blue Sky doesn't do GIFs, but it's actually like very glitchy and like staticking out. It's like it's basically twitching.
Wait, I got the Fugi. You technically are.
It's on there. You can see it if you look at the Fugi.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh well, hi. And it just like starts like vibrating.
Oh,
it's like a little shark attack.
Okay, very cool. Do you ever use this like for games that are too heavy? Like use the phobia instead?
I was using that one for a bit. Then Nana also whipped together one for me that was like it was like a idle animation of my actual model. So I used that one as well because it looks more directly like my model, and I use that specifically for when I play Monster Hunter.
I gotcha. And then who did this beautiful art? This art's gorgeous.
So that was done by the individual that designed Maria. So if you I can send you my reference sheet if you want, but it has that one as well as two other headshots of like different expressions, and those were all by the person who actually designed Maria and her outfit.
That's pretty cool.
The design mama, that's by Kyrie. Kyrie Ren on Twitter.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, she did a phenomenal job. I absolutely love it.
Oh, and this is your Monster Hunter character?
That was my Monster Hunter character pretty early on in the game.
Back when you could see their faces.
Yeah, exactly. And then I start getting like armor and other stuff. I ended up picking an armor piece that had a hood, so it looks more like the hooded art that you scrolled past.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Lots of cute art, lots of cute emotes.
Yeah. That's
That one's eyes are supposed to be red, but it's still the like one that had like the red hair, because the hair and the eyes are supposed to be the same color.
You're being consumed by Pokemon here.
Yes. Oh, always.
Always.
Absolutely.
Always. Nice.
I'm actually commissioning a new art piece that features Maria rather than Yui, with a few Pokemon. And that one I'm actually going to get commercial rights to, so I'll be able to like make art, make like a mouse pad or something out of it as well, which I'll be excited for, like a little poster.
What is it?
Do you like my little guy?
What is this?
Is a little gremlin.
Little gremlin. Oh, Elden Ring. How'd you like Elden Ring?
I've been enjoying. It's the first it's the first like Soulsborne game I've ever played. I need to get back to it actually, but it was bullying me so hard.
That's just how it goes.
I feel like I'm doing okay, but now it's been like a month since I've gone back to it, and so I'm gonna have to relearn how to play again.
How long were you playing Splatoon? Was that a phase or was?
So there was a friend of ours, a mutual friend of Nana's and I's, and Nana and I actually met because of Splatoon. Not met because of Splatoon, but we bonded over Splatoon when we first met nearly a decade ago. And so it's always been a good big cornerstone in our life. And whenever like it comes up in conversation, it's like, oh yeah, let's go Splat, let's have a good time. And a friend of ours actually keeps up with Splatoon, and she is like telling us like when Splatfest and stuff happens so we can play with her. And we all like buckle down and play Splatoon together.
Oh, nice. All right.
We did become besties through Splatoon.
Yeah. I'm seeing a pattern here. You definitely have addiction.
What do you
behaviors. Mean? All these arts, man. You got another art.
I apologize. I really need to rush to the restroom if that's possible.
Oh, go for it.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
You and Nana are cuties. Deal with it. True. Case doctor. I should draw Octo Maria. Alright, let's see if I can find something to spring. Wait, this definitely needs more context. This needs more context. Do oh, let's see. Can I do ... Copy link to post, put it in the next window, paste and go. And then there's so much art. All right, let's see how far this blue sky goes. You've got the gun. Copy link to post, paste to go. Affiliate anniversary, there we go. We'll stop there on that one for blue sky. Copy link to post. When Mira comes back, she can show you the other half of the of that art. The gun art? Or this one? Oh, nice. It's animated. That's amazing. That's amazing. And then on the other aspect, I'm gonna open Maria's Twitter. That's where we usually find interest, like the juiciest of content usually, but not all the time though. And I can't show the Twitter directly on stream because I never know when Twitter is going to just randomly inject an ad that is not great. And then I also don't know when Twitter is going to have something else pop up that is NSFW.
Hello, I've returned.
Awesome. I was telling everyone that I can't pull up Twitter on stream because that is definitely a streamer risk that I am not going to take.
Absolutely. It's I mean, that reminds me of it reminds me of a Moist Critical moment actually, that with you saying that, because there was an image of Critical going around where he had I don't know if you watch Critical much. I do, but he had a picture of him with something called the Moby Huge, which if you know what it is, you cool. If you don't, I don't know if I should elaborate, but it is not an appropriate object, but is a giant size version of it. And he had two of them next to him. And it was like a very dramatic picture, and it was just a meme that would get shared around that was like the council of something will see you now, and it would just pop up like a jump scare on Twitter for a lot of people, and it was not technically, it wasn't like stream safe.
Okay, I was telling chat that you were going to have to explain this one. Like, what? Maria's literally running away like a bandit. And two, what is going on here?
So the running away on the bandit one, that was a birthday art for my friend Io and I. She's the little plushie that's in the snack bag. And it's very cute. As for the other one, how do I pronounce it? I don't remember what the what the word is. Kabadon. It's where they like, they like you're like cornered to a wall and they put the hand over your shoulder and like lean in close. Like, but they hit it like against the wall and stuff. Have you nice and cornered. Very, very cute, like very and it was a Valentine's art present for Cabadon, yeah. And
Mm.
the context here, there's a second half to the context, which let me see if I can go find the art for you. Because this is a two-part art piece actually.
Oh,
Yes, there is a second part that did not make it into that post because it's an expectation versus reality sort of thing.
wait, are we looking at the reality or the expectation?
This is the expectation. And I am sending you on Discord now the reality.
Yeah, this is gonna take you away for a second, but
That's okay.
let me hide you for
Fine
a second.
up smash.
We go full screen on you and then hide you for a second so that I don't dox our conversation. So let me turn
Always
this-
good, always good. Well, doxing's not good. The opposite of good, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything bad in there anyways, but it's not good streamer etiquette to show DMs. So let me escape out of there. And that gets me copy link. And then you said expectation, and then this is reality. Oh. What? You're
Nana
much
is
taller.
very small.
You're much taller.
Nana is very short.
Really? All right, let me get.
So yeah, that's the lovely expectation versus reality.
Wait. How tall is Nana?
Nana as the VTuber, I think she's like 4'8".
Oh wow.
She is very small. And she also plays a Lala in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh. That's gold. True. 1.5 meters. Okay. All right. And then the other thing I wanted some context on is I saw this, so then your chat let me know that you have this in the animated form.
Oh, yes. The gun. The gun.
Yeah.
It's an emote.
That's pretty cool. That's a nice one. That's a nice
Yeah,
one.
that was actually a gift from somebody because I had always there's a bunch of folks I know that have that gun as an emote, and I have always wanted one, and I helped out a friend of mine get like his OBS and stuff set up, and a little bit before debut as Maria, he was like, "Hey Maria, I have a present for you." And he sent me this, which I posted it in chat, which is like the bigger animated version. And it was great. I was so excited. I think that's probably one of the most excited moments on stream I've been, because I've been trying to get a hold of that artist to commission that specific emote for months. I wanted one as Yui, and then I wanted one as Maria, and I could just never get a hold of her.
Yep. Artists are sometimes very hard to get a hold of. Yep.
And then it just appears in my DMs. It's crazy.
That's amazing. All right. And then you had your affiliate anniversary on the 23rd of January. Wait, how many years total would you say you've been streaming? And then
So I have been streaming actively since the end of 2020.
end of 2020.
So we're like getting to 4.5 years now.
4.5, and then a chunk of that was flesh tubing, and then
Yeah, until the first like year and a half of that was as a flesh tuber. Really almost 2 years. A year and a half to 2 years. Because I did my final flesh tube stream in June, a month before my debut as Yui. But I was streaming less and less throughout that year because I was just having a lot of complications with myself and a lot of insecurities. So I was just streaming less and less, and I was getting more excited for the VTuber avenue. So I started like more strongly leaning into that and focusing on that.
Nice. Okay. So then you made the transition to VTubing and have been 2 different VTubers. Very nice.
Yep, I've been 2 different VTubers. Hopefully this is the last one, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what time tells. We'll see if I just have like I have commitment issues. We'll have to see if we get through 2 years of Maria without any hiccups.
Okay. All right,
Because we didn't even get to the second year as Yui without me already planning to change to Maria. Because I had mentally decided that I wanted to be Maria probably at like the end of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like a year and a half as Yui before I was like, I want to change.
Yeah, I think VTubers sometimes go through that where they're just like, I want something fresh, something.
Yeah, and then hopefully next time I just get to a 2.0 rather than a complete rebrand.
What's up,
I
Magnus?
see.
Stat? I've been
I
summoned.
see a Magnus.
I must answer always. Nice. And then I see. I started to look at your Twitter, and then I immediately noticed, how much do you love Flaming Hot Cheetos?
So I really like Flaming Hot Cheetos. I have eaten them less because they are very bad for my stomach. And I've also been like trying to watch my diet lately, says while I'm eating pizza off on the side, but that's beside the point. I've been trying to mitigate how much I'm snacking. And turns out when you have like a surplus of hot Cheetos dropped on you, you stop getting the cravings for them. Because I used to buy like a big bag of Cheetos at the convenience store like every week, and I would just eat through them over the entire week. And then now that I have them freely accessible to me, I have like a big bin of them right under my desk. I eat a bag maybe once a week, and it's like the tiny bags. It's the really small bags. I eat a bag maybe once every 2 weeks now.
So somebody from your throne just gave you lots and lots of Flaming Hot Cheetos. Very nice.
Yes, exactly.
And it's kind of like one of those like parents make people like smoke cigs, like oversmoke.
Exactly.
You've tapered off, overindulged.
Yeah, I think the flavor is just a little too much for me now. Because I'm a corn chip girly. I love just like salty corn chips. And so those I can eat until the end of time because it's just enough flavor for it to be unoffensive. And I can just absentmindedly eat those. The Cheetos, I have to like make an active decision to eat them, but I'm really sensitive to spice, so then I have to like actively drink something, and then I have to suffer through it afterwards.
Yeah, sun chips are delicious. Yes, doctor. Love me some sun chips.
Good night, Magnus.
All right. I also saw that. How difficult was the Charizard nanoblocks?
We have yet to build it.
Oh shit.
I have a big bag full of Pokemon nanoblocks. Like I have the Charizard, Dialga, Palkia, like really big ones. I thought we had a Rayquaza one, but I'm starting to think that we might not. But then we have a bunch of smaller ones as well. But I need to get a better hand cam, like a better webcam, for hand cam streaming to really buckle down and start building. Because I want to build it so bad.
I got you. And then prepare your wallet. But I did report last week that Pokemon announced a partnership with Lego. So
Yes, I'm excited to see what they cook up. I hope it looks better than the Mega Blocks. Like the Mega Blocks look cool and all, but they look their shapes are just really awkward sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited to see if the quality will be similar to the nanoblocks, because the nanoblocks always look really good, but they're very small and difficult to work with.
And there's a Lego Game Boy later this year. Damn.
Ooh, oh, that's where they'll get me. Like, I really wanted to get the Lego NES, but it's like, $300. There's
Yikes.
actually one at our work right now that's being sold for like $325, and I want to buy it, but I know I shouldn't, so I'm waiting.
Yeah, maybe we'll clearance it.
No, it won't get clearance. Absolutely not.
Boy. Okay.
That was the owner's, and he decided that he didn't want to build it, so he put it in the shop as like a wow item to see to eventually sell.
Wait, did he assemble it, or did he make you guys assemble
No, he had it on his like backlog of projects to do, and he just never got around to it.
it? Maybe you can convince him to let you guys build it.
Maybe, but I feel like that takes some of the fun out of like if somebody else wanted to buy it.
True. All right, and then I saw you do love your snackies, so here's another view of your Japanese snackies.
Yes. Oh, that was for our weird Japanese chip taste like tier list. The unfortunate thing is like we bought those back in we bought those chips in 2023, and we kept putting the project off. So they were all like at least a year out of date and very
Oh,
stale.
Very stale and not good. Okay, was there any?
A lot of them still had really good flavor profile, but the chips were atrocious to actually eat. And then there's like the cucumber chip or the fried crab chip that were just awful.
What was the best one and what was the worst one?
So the best one that we got was probably the best one was this like it was like a pickled onion flavor of, mind you, these ones were actually the only fresh ones, but it was like an Irish pickle onion flavor. And it tasted so good. It like had no right going as hard as it did. And then the worst flavor had to have been it was fried oyster is what it was. It was awful. It was 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Would not even recommend as a bit. It was disgusting. It was like the only one that like made me full on gag.
Interesting.
And made Nana gag too. Like
Oh.
Nana almost puked.
Oh, you did this together. Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Keep that in mind. Maybe I'll try it. We'll see. And then I think I found this was your reference sheet.
Yes, both my reference sheets, because I have one that's like the actual like design and everything. So it has like the character icons that you saw. That you're like, oh, this art is really nice. They were all done by the same artist. And then that one is like my emote guide, where like it like has roughly like what colors are associated with what emotes, and it also shows the piercings that I have. So like you can see the nose, the eyebrow, the few different ear piercings, and the lip piercings, the shark bites as they're called.
Yeah. So then we learned today that's not all the piercings you have.
That is correct.
Uh,
There are some piercings hidden away.
Nice. Okay. And then, so let me share the Twitter with you guys. If you want to follow Maria on Twitter.
Thank you.
Here's the link. There you go. And then I think you wanted to do a model showcase. So, oh, yep.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, let me go full screen you. 1 second. Hold on. Let me just grab Discord and full screen you so that you can do the model showcase. So the evolutions and the different things you can do, which I think would be cool for this segment of the YouTubes. All right. Okay. And then let me move the Mikoverse community over here. Over here. And then let me shrink you down a bit. There we go. There we go. Let me go. Mikoverse right there. And then I will go over with the Mikoverse community. There we go. All right. We are ready.
All right. So as you know, this is my Maria model, which has the different mask features. It also has a bald toggle.
Oh, wow.
And then I have my various emotes. So I have like my smug, my flirty love, my excited and happy. I have my angry and my sad, somber, crying one. And then with all that, I have like I can toggle my arm up and down, like I'm like trying to say something. I have a little more of a not your standard VTuber pose. That's like the A pose because my arms are on my hips. And then I have the RGB mode, which cycles through the different color options. And then from there, I have the Skrunkle model. Oh wait, let me do something really
Skrunkle.
quick.
Also, Firebrand, we went to the blue sky earlier and I shared that link. But yeah,
Oh,
welcome
wait,
to the
let
chat.
me do something. Because if I do this there, now it doesn't have the weird glow on it. Yo, it's Firebrand. Yeah, we went through both of them. But yeah, I have the Skrunkle,
Skrunkle.
which is very stretchy. Has like very flailing arms, massive shoes, absolutely crazy shoes. I have my hood, which looks like it's eating me when I'm bouncing up and down. I have my mask on, mask off, and then I have
What? They could choke you?
you don't have to yeah. They can strangle me if I'm being too chaotic, even though usually it causes me to flail around more. And then this model, the hair actually changes color depending on like my facial expression. So if I smile really big, it turns yellow. If I frown, it turns blue. If I have to really stretch my face to make it work. But it's fun. It's a good time. So it just like constantly spazzes as I talk though, which it's meant to be scuff. It's meant to be silly. And I love it.
It is.
This was made by Cosmine, and they did such a great job. They do a bunch of Skrunkle models for various people in the community. A lot of my friends have them, and they're all super unique. Very They always hyper focus on something that they notice. Like mine is like the big ass shoes, so my gravity is specifically on my shoes. And everything else is just like super bouncy and flexy.
Nice.
These are the only Maria models I have currently. I have a couple other ones in the works, but those are going to be a while. But we can go back to the old models that I used to have when I was Yui. So if I do this is Yui. I don't get to use her very often anymore, but I do. I really... This model, like whenever I bring her up, it like makes me kind of emotional because I do miss her a lot. But shut up, Case. She's very pretty, long hair, very different aesthetic than Maria has. I love her coat, her heels. Like everything is great about her. Her arm comes on and off because she has a prosthetic arm. She has different sized wings, so she has small wings and big wings. She only has a couple expressions, so like she has a blush, a dread, like scared, and a little smug expression, just like a little side smile. Um, and then for some reason the angry eyes are toggled to the blue wings, and we never could figure out why. But I really like the flame eyes, and you can either make them really dramatic or just, but it's like an angry expression.
Mm.
So this is Yui. This is the original Yui.
Yep.
Then we have, I mentioned her earlier. I have come on, work. I have the Malice Yui model. This is the one that was made by, the other one was made by Toasted Toe. And this model was made by Ruby Cafe. That's the one that I traded a Markiplier calendar for.
Oh, nice.
So if I go up here, then I can go to all the toggles, and I can shrink the wings, take the wings off. It had a controller toggle. It has a little wave. Little cat that technically had a TTS, but I never got to set it up. And it's like its eyes blink with me. Oh, if you look at the eyes on my arm, some of them actually follow where my eyes go. They're like rigged and connected together.
Thank you for the follow.
This one
DW.
takes off my little cloak, which a lot of people like this one because it makes certain assets more noticeable. I don't know what they're talking about, but it also has a cat girl toggle, complete with a tail.
We like cat girls. Oh, also is DW and Stadium from your community?
Let's see. I don't recognize the name immediately, actually.
Okay. Well, DW.
It looks like they already have a sub.
Yeah, you just scored a front row seat to the Perfectly Wild show. Yeah, we're going to Valkyries, also known as Marine Descent. They're models.
And then I've got a shiny bald toggle, but then I also have an egg toggle, quite literally. And the egg has jiggle physics.
What? That's funny.
Yeah, the egg has a little bit of jiggle up there. And then obviously, like if we zoom
thanks for the
in,
follow, Frere.
I have a bunch of different expressions. So I've just got a blank stare. I've got sad, tearful eyes. I've got love eyes, which I like combining with this one because it's scary. But, you know, some people are just into that.
Yeah.
I've got some sparkle, some pizzazz. Got angry. Oh wait, one thing I really like about this model as well that the normal Yui model didn't have.
Oh, the tongue out.
And the new Maria model will have that too. I've got my malice form taking over, so my eyes go black. And then for a meme, I can be Sans. You wanna have a bad time? From Undertale. And then, let's see. Okay, Catgirl is here. And then this was one that the artist made sure to put in there because of the pigeon jokes.
Oh, I was like, why do you have a beak all of a sudden? That makes sense. The pigeon jokes.
But yeah, I love this model. Ruby did such an amazing job with it. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. I need to make it so I can use these more. It just feels weird to jump back and forth between Maria and Yui. And then we get into the silly models. So if I go, this was technically my very first model that somebody made for me as a gift in anticipation for debut. It's a little plushy model.
Old chibi plushie.
Very cute. It's got the little steppies. And then I have Is it gonna load? This one takes a little bit to load usually. I've got the Mimi model, the do it for you with the really long snoot, and I have some like custom hair attributes from Yui on here, which I need to do the same thing with Maria at some point, but I just think it's fun and silly. Also, dog and cat. Just like
True.
I'm gonna pet you with my snoot.
Nice.
And actually, it's probably more like right here, something like right around
And then you
there.
have a birdie just snoop pet.
It's Nana. That bird is Nana.
Oh, okay. Nana's hanging out with you.
And then I have the slime model.
Oh, slime you.
Very jiggly, very bouncy. Blub,
Yeah.
blub, 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 blub. And then the last model I have on the docket is the Chibi Yui.
Oh, nice. That's a chibi.
Yeah, this is a Chibi, and it does like a little slide if I lean over too sharp. And this one has a bunch of toggles as well. So like it has the arm comes off just like before. Have angry, very angry Chibi.
Mm-hmm.
Bald. And then days, hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a little smug as well. Sweat, fear, and then tears. And yeah, those are the models I've
model
had.
showcase. Wow.
Those are the models I've had over the years. And I have at least one more cooking up. I plan to get my like full Maria model, and then I want to get a model of her ghost once I get the extra capital, but I think that's going to cost a little more than I can afford right now with all the other things I want to do, which is
Mhm.
unfortunate because I want to showcase her ghost personality. And then another model I want to do, I want to get like a rigged transparent version of my face, just a face, because Maria's whole gimmick is that she can possess objects. And so I just want to be able to slap my face onto random items and just be that item.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
I think it'd be silly.
You
Okay, I'll
might-
stop moving myself around. Sorry.
You might be able to do that pretty easily, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think if, especially like with whoever the ghost is for, like if I, like whoever does the ghost, I think if I communicate that, they can probably just like set it up so that, I make everything else disappear, and that's just a toggle. Because like there's a lot of stuff that you can do now with the model customization where you can just straight up like remove pieces of the model.
Yeah, you could do that. You could remove the model or even just crop it. And then there might be a way to, within OBS, make the capture slightly transparent.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
That could possibly work, honestly.
Or you could just do it with the PNG file. That's the V2 Studio PNG. Yeah, you could do it pretty easily. You wouldn't even have to re-rig it or anything. Just snip it and make it transparent. Sorry, talking shop. Sorry, thinking aloud.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine.
I started as a 2D PNG actually, and then I became a 3D. So,
You were talking about that earlier. What was your
Yeah.
original model? Was it also a cat?
yeah, it was
Your-
also a cat. Yeah, I can just boot it up. I think I've got the camera here. So wait, do I have my camera hooked up? Oh no, I gotta go get my webcam. But it's so. One sec, I'll go.
Oh,
grab
I'm
it.
sorry, Fire. Nerd. I like that. Cute. Like every time I look down at the Mikoverse, I just seem to see the tuxedo cat completely stanced up, and I think it's really funny. Just the blank stare forward. Oh. Yeah, I'm really sorry that your internet died like that fire.
I'm back.
So you can't hear me, I'm guessing.
Wait, what?
I think Fire can only see chat right now because everything else in terms of internet seems to have died for her,
Oh, okay. Okay, that sucks.
which
That
is
sucks.
unfortunate.
Well, I thought that was indicating something's wrong with the stream, and I was like, no.
No.
All right, let me pull up YouTube Studio and let's see if I can. So there's been a rare, like if I have several crashes back to back, then I'll go back to being 2D. I have a orange cat model that I used one time.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then, but I'll show you my OG model.
Hit me with it.
There's VTube Studio Spout. Oh, that is. Then I have to move. Okay. And I have to move VTube Studio to make this work. For the interview. Settings. Calibrate. Oh, it's because the calibration's all fucked. That's what's going on. Recalibrate. There we go. There we go. That's much better. Now,
Oh, that's really cute.
it's not my original, but this is one that I use when things get a little too heavy GPU wise.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, then now I have to remember how to switch it. All right, here we go. I think
A cute little Kit Kat.
I think nope, not this one. Not this one. This one. There we go.
Oh, that's wait, hold on a second.
The tuxedo. Yes, the yeah. Yeah. So it started with the default look, we're twinsies, except
Yeah.
I'm we're twinsies.
Except you're a tuxedo.
Yeah, so I opened the files associated with that cat. It just went into
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
realize I had a built-in tongue toggle.
uh-huh. Yep. Oh, that might be part of the updates. I might be using an
Oh,
old
it
one.
kind of tracks my tongue. That's really weird. That's interesting.
Yeah. See. Now you can add a channel point redeem where they can turn you into a cat, and then you can
Can
officially
you
be a cat
customize this
YouTuber.
model?
So the way you do it is you go into the PNG file, the image file. I just got what I did is I went to Adobe and got a free trial to Photoshop and made the changes to the image file, and then boom, there you
Oh,
go.
interesting. Clever.
So that's how I made my tuxedo cat model. So that's what I'm saying. You can take that same image file that is Maria and just literally chop off the head, duplicate it. And then
Right. Chop
make it
off the head and make it transparent and then
Yeah.
just slap it and you're good to go.
Yeah, and save a bunch of money.
Yeah, that sounds great actually. Because that's all I want. I just want the face. I just want a transparent version of the face.
Yeah. So
You can kind of see the differences because I use like I can see how like your mouth is tracking because you're using a webcam, right?
yeah, be using a webcam.
And I'm using the iOS face tracking, and you can kind of see the differences directly with them.
Mechanics joined us in the Mikoverse. What's going on, Mechanics?
Yo,
Yeah. So, well, this is awesome. Let me add another stream marker. Sorry, we got distracted with models having fun.
yeah, we're just
Uh,
having a good time. Good cat vibes.
Get cat vibes. Yeah. Also, I have in my channel, that's what I do also is I have a sexy no jitsu redeem. You could literally be, what's that guy's name? Not Knuckles. That's, I can't remember the
It's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow. I couldn't remember Shadow's name. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah, Shadow.
Let's see. This has like a bunch of like random toggles that I don't know. Oh, hey, look. Color
Yeah,
flicker.
Nice. Wait, do I have any other? Oh, I have tons of random when it comes to VTube Studio. I was screwing around with that for a while. Oh, some of these my community has never seen. Oh, this one's free.
Nana had her portion of rent covered by making my model by
nice.
me.
Nice.
Anyways, I'll go back to being Maria.
There you go. So, yeah, we have the streamer group. Well, that has been the social media dive with Maria, seeing the past of the socials and the past models of Yui. So, thank you.